Hello. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed the stream. I think I fixed the stream. Let's go take a look. Okay, I think I fixed the stream. I think it's fixed. It was really glitchy. I had to re-download my application. So I think I fixed the stream. It looks like it's running okay. At least as of right now, looks like it's running good. Let me give it a couple minutes here to buffer itself out, and then we'll get back to commentating here. I would like to apologize to everybody who was looking forward to a good commentary stream tonight, and we're already dealing with internet problems here. So we'll figure it out. I do, again, want to apologize because, this stuff typically does not happen. But we are encountering these problems, and it is very frustrating. Let's hope that it stays fixed, and we won't have to redo another one, because I don't want to lose progress here with another stream. We just lost one yesterday with bad Wi-Fi due to my power, so let's hope that doesn't happen here again. It looks like it's okay now. It looks like we're doing okay. We're in commercial break right now of the first period, so it looks like everything is all right. The quality looks good. The connection looks fine. If you guys want to let me know, is everything good on your guys' end? Does everything seem a lot better than what it was? Because it looks like that for me. So, it might be a little bit delayed, but it's usually how it is sometimes. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. All right. Well, that being said, then we are ready to get back to the commentary here. Again, I want to apologize to everybody who was in the previous stream. Hopefully, we got you back here onto this one. Yeah, looks like we're okay. All right, here we go. Let's get ready to commentate the rest of this opening period and the rest of this game itself here. So they're talking to assistant coach Steve Spott. I am on the Bruins broadcast, by the way. So there you go. There's that, if anybody was wondering. I think I figured it out. Looks good now. Great! Love to hear that. All right, well, that being said, then let's commentate the last 7:09 of this period and the next 40 minutes of play here. Face-off in the Boston zone, won by Ottawa. They will clear it all the way back into the Bruins' end, and it is an icing here against the Senators. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Bruins, but the only goal so far was scored by Michael Amadio, and he gives the Ottawa Senators a 1-0 lead. It is his fourth goal of the season, his third goal in his last couple of games. Assist on that goal was from Shane Pinto and Claude Giroux. Face-off now in the Ottawa end. Is one back down low, then banked off the boards quickly by Jensen. Now through the zone, Greg trying to rush for that puck. Bruins get it back. On the right side, Hampus Lindholm to Andrew Peak. Feeds that one to center. Kuznetsov then to the right side. Sent out in front, then Geekie. Pass over then to Pasternak. Tries sending that one in front. It's intercepted there by the Sens. Pinto sends it up then to Greg. And it'll go back into the Boston zone. Banked off the boards then. Bruins trying to get that puck. Sens intercepted. Here they come the other way. Greg into the zone. Loses control of that puck. Now Shabbat will send that one back behind the Boston net. Charlie McAvoy intercepted by Pinto. Pass in front. And there's nobody there. Why is Amadio passing that puck? Oh my goodness. Or sorry, Perron. Why is David Perron passing that puck on that play? That was not a great look. Definitely not a great look. A chance here now the other way. And a save there by Ullmark on a opportunity from Pavel Zacha. All right, I think I figured out what the problem was. So my computer was on low power mode. And whenever my computer is on low power mode, the stream does not run good. Who would have thought? So it wasn't the Wi-Fi or anything. It was my low power mode on my computer. So I want to apologize to everybody who was in the previous stream and experienced the problems. We are here now. And let's have a good hockey game here. A good night, actually. We have 2 games tonight here. Pass in front there from a good chance by the Bruins is shot wide. Up at the point now, Jokiharju sends that one back behind the net. Arvidsson now down low in the corner. Back then for Zacha. Zacha to Arvidsson at the point. A shot! And that one off of a good block there from Zetterlund. And puck will slide out of the zone. Bruins will regroup. Jokiharju to center. Pass back then, Middlestat to the point. Jokiharju on the right side. Backhands it down low, just wide of Linus Ullmark. What's up, Jeremiah? Battling forward here in the corner up to the point. Jokiharju is shot. And a save there by Ullmark as the Bruins keep on getting the shots on net here. And pressuring Linus Ullmark. 5:24 left to go here in the opening period. It is 1-0 Senators. So the records when we stream these 2 teams in commentary live streams, the Ottawa Senators are 3-1 through 4 commentary streams over the last 100, and the Boston Bruins are 0-4 over the last 4. What's up, Josh? In their last 4 commentary streams as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel here and you like what you see, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We do these commentary streams every single week. This week's been rather a struggle. It has not been the best of weeks here when it comes to the live commentary, or when it comes to actually streaming the live commentary streams, because we've had internet connection problems. I lost power last night. It has not been a pretty time. So I just want to apologize for the struggles that have gone down this week. And we won't be live tomorrow or this weekend. We will be back on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. I have not looked at the schedules or the schedule for the NHL just yet, so I don't know what games I'll be doing next week. Pulling up Monday's streams here. There's some good matchups. We got a couple of options here of teams we can do. I need to make it up to Blue Jackets fans because I haven't done a Blue Jackets stream really, and I was supposed to do one on Wednesday yesterday, but then it cut out early. So even though it wasn't that great of a stream, just because of the fact it wasn't that great of a game. But yeah, looking at the upcoming schedules here, I see there's definitely going to be a couple of games that we can do for sure. All right. Back here from commercial break. Hampus Lindholm returning to the Bruins lineup. Face-off here now in the Ottawa zone, won by the Bruins. McAvoy here at the point. Feeds it back to the right side. I pass in front. And that one goes wide. I was trying to get that one down low. Is Yzerman on the right side. Beecher battling with Zub. Goes back around then behind the net. Here's Jake Sanderson. Feeds a pass to center. It's banked off the boards and racing for that one quickly on the right side of Mario. And the Bruins will intercept that one, and here they come the other way. Breaking it in fast is Beecher. Tries sending it back down low. Senators will get that one out of the zone, and now Boston will have to regroup here on the right side. Beecher backhands that one off the boards. Ullmark now down low. Behind the net. Montemalo battling forward. It's picked up by Stützle. Here he'll move it to center. Tim Stützle comes down the right side. Will backhand that one behind the net. Trying to get that one back on the right side is Cousins. He's tripped. There's no call there. Lindholm down the other way, racing forward is Boston. Genoa shot, save by Ullmark as he makes that cover. Now, Ullmark is playing his former team, but there is a pretty good chunk of Boston Bruins here who never played with him on Boston. A lot of this team is new guys since Ullmark left. And believe it or not, he actually left a year ago at this point. It's been a full season since he's played for the black and gold, which is so strange to think. Kastelik here wins the draw on the Ottawa zone. A shot and a glove save by Ullmark once again. And Ullmark's done a good job here at sustaining things for the Ottawa Senators so far tonight. You look at Ullmark, he's been a great goalie in commentary streams. When we live stream Ullmark, it's almost a guarantee that the Ottawa Senators are coming out with a win. Face off. One on the right side. Lindholm shoots it on net. That one is deflected away. Back then down low. Peak throws it back into the corner as Kastelik battling alongside Clevin. Kastelik with his stick tied up, throws it around the center. Sens will try and throw it in front. It's kept in, though, by the Bruins. On the right side, a shot. And that one goes up in the air and back down low into the corner. On the right side, Ottawa's got it. Shabbat banks it off the boards to Zetterlund as it'll go back down low into the Ottawa zone and out of play. Shots are 9-1 here in favor of the Boston Bruins. The only goal that's been scored so far tonight is Michael Amadio on the only shot Ottawa has had through this first period. Now, keep in mind, the Senators haven't played in 5 days, which is a little bit surprising considering the condensed schedule that we have. Faceoff will come here at center ice. Kuznetsov versus Pinto. Faceoff is won back by the Bruins. Pasternak here on the right side. Sees the pass in front. Geeky a shot. And that one goes back down low. Sanderson on the right side. Banked back into the zone there. And trying to get it out is Perron. Thrown around to center. Racing for it then is Gregg. He'll run forward into the zone. Bruins will get it back. Battling forward in the corner. Jokiharju. 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening period. The Senators have a 1-0 lead. Cleared all the way into the Boston zone. That'll be an icing against the Bruins, as it is in the Ottawa zone. Morgan Geeky tried to win the battle to that puck. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's batch of live streams. I really do appreciate it. Stutzel here now versus Geeky in the Bruins zone. Again, Ottawa still looking for their second shot. They won't get it here. It comes out of the zone and it's dumped back in. And here with the puck now is the Bruins. Zacha feeds it around the right side. Banked off the boards and backhanded out into the Ottawa zone. Senators get control back. Racing for it now into the zone is Stutzel. Behind the net to the right side, Cousins will battle for that puck with Batherson here as well. Nick Cousins here, now behind the net. 2:40 left to go in the first period. Pavel Zacha trying to feed that one out of the Bruins zone. Jokiharju gets it back, feeds it out to center all the way back into the Ottawa zone, and it'll be no icing. And kept in there by the Bruins. Zacha down low as Arvidsson gets tied up with the ref. And he looked back at him like, really? Zacha drops it back. Turnover there from McAvoy. Sends Cousins almost into the zone. And Senators have the puck here now on the right side. Perron battling forward here in the corner. Zetterlund is there with him alongside Zacha and McAvoy. Ottawa will get that puck. And it's quickly intercepted by Boston, who sends Arvidsson now to center. He'll dump that one into the Ottawa zone, get a line change here. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Banked around to the right side. Cousins dumps it into the Bruins zone. Taken back to center. Izemont moves it in. Tries shooting that one on net, and it goes back down low to the corner. And Ottawa breaks that puck then the other way. Pass to center. Trying to get to that one is Gregg. The pass is too far ahead of him. And now the Bruins will rush it back the other way. Drop through and into the zone. Backhanding that one down low is Izemont once again. Shabbat to the right side. Breaking that one into the zone. Pass in front. And it deflects off the boards and back down behind the net. Ottawa still without their captain, Brady Tkachuk. They have missed him here dearly through this season so far. Last minute of play now in the opening period. Senators have a 1-0 lead. It's cleared into the zone by Boston on the right side. Ullmark with that puck. Throws it around then down low. Giroux will bring that back behind the Senators net and regroup. And it's banked back off the boards and back into the Boston zone with 30 seconds to go on the clock. A lot of back and forth action so far. Not a whole lot of shots being taken place on goal. 20 seconds left. Puck will slide back into the Ottawa zone. It's an icing against the Bruins with a little under 20 seconds to go. You do have to look at the shots here, and obviously, you know, Boston is down 1-0 here, but they are getting shots on Linus Ullmark. And I guess that's one thing that you can look at this and take it out as a positive. Face-off here now won by the Bruins to the right side. Boston moves it into the zone. It's quickly intercepted, and now the Sens will break it back the other way. One last push with 10 seconds left. They'll dump it into the zone. It slides in on Korpisalo, and the refs will blow the whistle. With 5.8 seconds to go here in the opening period. Shots are actually 9-2 here in the first period, as the Ottawa Senators have a 1-0 lead. Didn't realize there were so many Montreal. There's Montreal fans everywhere. Hello, Bond. Yes, I am back. Thank God. Face-off won by the Bruins with 5 seconds to go. They will hold that puck in the corner, and that will pretty much do it here for the opening period. End of the first period here in Boston. The only goal was scored by Michael Amadio to give the Ottawa Senators a early 1-0 lead here through the end of 20 minutes of play, but that was only the first of 2 shots Ottawa would get in that period compared to Boston's 9. They controlled the period here tonight through that first 20 minutes, but they find themselves down. And we head into the first intermission here with a 1-0 Senators lead. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the second period here momentarily. So, starting goaltenders here for both sides. Joonas Korpisalo is in net for Boston. And Watch with Nordic Commentary Streams has only played 1 game. And that was the first ever Watch with Nordic stream. That was his only game he's played. 0-1 with a .829 save percentage. And allowed 6 goals in the game that we commentated with him. On the other side then is Ullmark, who has played 3 games. Has played 4 games. Has a 3-1 record, a 2.5 goals against, and a .911 save percentage. Keep in mind, he also has a shutout in there as well. So he is one of the very few goalies to have that. Funny how Boston's blue line is so good that Lehigh gets scratched. Yeah, that's definitely something. Definitely something. For sure. Yeah. Still got 6 points in 11 games and an even plus minus. I don't know. Yeah, I really thought like he was going to have some real upside in Boston, and he hasn't been that terrible, but it's It's weird how he's not really been playing here. Thank you all so much for tuning in here. I really do appreciate it. We're going to have 2 commentary streams tonight. We got one between the Ottawa Senators and the Boston Bruins is what we're doing right now. And then we also have one later with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Vegas Golden Knights as well. Updating the Watch with Nordic score sheet. It's unfair to pin last season on him when he was playing first-line minutes for most of the season, which he wasn't ready for. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't really blame Lorei that much for last year. Like, yeah, he had the worst plus-minus, I think, in the league. But to be honest with you, like, Boston wasn't a good team. Defensively, their goaltending wasn't that great either. You can't put all of it on a young kid who was playing. I mean, basically, that was his first full season, right? Because he came in midway through the year in 23-24, so I really didn't blame him that much. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's do a little look around the NHL here. There's a bunch of games on tonight. It's a Thursday, so there's always plenty of games on in the NHL. You look around at the games that are currently on right now. You have Ottawa and Boston, 1-0 lead there for Ottawa. Blues and Sabres, 1-0 lead for the Blues. Montreal and New Jersey tied up at 1. Minnesota and Carolina tied up at 2 apiece. Capitals and Penguins, it's a 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh. And those are all the games that are currently on right now. There are 4 more games to be on tonight. Those are Flyers and Predators, Ducks and Stars, Lightning and Golden Knights. We will be live for that one. And then Panthers and Kings as well. So a lot to look forward to here tonight for the NHL and these commentary streams. Obviously, we are live for this one tonight. We will also be live later on for Lightning and Golden Knights. And again, we won't be live this weekend. We have the Reading Royals. There'll be something special posted about that on the channel here. And then we'll be live on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday probably. Watch the Ducks beat the Stars. Well, the Ducks have been cooking recently, so I would not be shocked. Cutter Gauthier making the Flyers look like milk, which is not surprising. Like, as a Flyers fan, you could have expected that. I'm not gonna lie. So I wasn't really that surprised about that. Hi, Cadence. How we doing? So, yeah, Ottawa definitely needs this win for sure. Panthers really falling off from your expectation. Yeah, I mean, they don't have a lot of their guys. A lot of their guys are hurt. I also think it's a cup hangover, but I feel like we are still early enough into the season where I'm not worried. It's still, it's like we're still in the beginning of November. So I am awfully optimistic. And there's still a lot of time for them to bounce back, for sure. Gonna try to play Fortnite. Oh yeah, the Simpsons. I haven't done that yet. I have not gone to The Simpsons Fortnite yet. I haven't had time. Oh, why is my screen blurry? At least you're doing that now and not later. Let me get on the Sportsnet broadcast. Or I guess would it be TSN? We'll find out, bruh. Is it TSN? I guess we'll find out. Quality looks good, which is exactly what I want to see. At least that's cooperating with me. I figured out the problem for that, so that's good. Just a little bit frustrated that it gave me those issues at the beginning. I was forced to end the stream. I've never done that before, so it is a little bit upsetting. At least we got most of the, like, we didn't miss the goal call, but it really wasn't that good of a call because I was trying to figure out my quality. So we're okay for now, though. We are okay. Avs are too good for comfort right now. Yeah, they're on fire. They have, but then again, like when you have guys like Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, it shouldn't surprise you, to be honest with you. So I'm not very shocked with the way they're playing so far, but they're definitely playing pretty damn good. There is no denying that whatsoever. They are playing pretty damn good. Oh, I'm on TSN. Grey Cup playoffs. CFL. Huh, cool. Never really look at TSN. Well, yeah, that usually happens for New Jersey, but there's still hope, so it's okay. Oh my God, there is a lot of Habs fans there. They just showed a highlight from the one goal. Penguins and Caps. I could have did that stream tonight. If only Brodeur was still a goalie. Huh. If only Wayne Gretzky was still playing. Holy cow, 9-2. Yeah, man, it's been bonkers. But the craziest thing is, Ottawa has a 1-0 lead. Like, it's appalling. It's absolutely appalling. I don't even know what to tell you, man. Still in the first intermission here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We'll be back to the commentary streams here in just a moment. Hey, Dave, thank you so much for the $5 dono, bro. Big hearts out to Dave. Dave is the man. Always giving out donations and helping me out. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate that. Everybody give a shout out to Dave. I can't like his super sticker. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Sounds like Boston pulled a old rope-a-dope. Yeah. Yeah, it does sound like that, doesn't it? It does sound like that. Oh, buddy, they're looking at the Atlantic Division standings. So none of these teams made the playoffs. Bennington tried to steal Ovi's 900th puck. Yeah, that was a little bit messed up. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, that was a little bit weird, but that's what Jordan Bennington does. Maybe it wasn't him trying to be an asshole. Could have been like his way of sense of humor. Winnington is just too much aura. More like Losington. All right. Get ready for the... Oh, it's the Father's Trip. It's the Father's Trip. The Fathers are going on the road with the Bruins. That's cool. That's pretty cool. And humble, might I say. Is this the last time that you're going to cover tonight? No, I will be live later for Lightning and Golden Knights. So we'll be live for 2 tonight. Guy won 4 nations in a cup. More that can be said, but either goalie in the game. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, so far this year, he has not been great. That's what I meant to say. Yes, he has the accolades. The 4 nations, the Stanley Cup. There's no doubt about that. But this year has not been the greatest in terms of his stats. But I'm going to be honest with you, like, I'm not really worried. Bennington started off last year the same way. We're going to come into the 4 nations and everybody's going to be like, oh, is Bennington really the guy? And then he's going to win the Olympics. So, like, we're going to have the same conversation about it when he makes the 4 nations team. And people are saying, like, you're crazy. He's not going to make the... Yes, he is. Yes, he is. No goalie is better humor than Fleury. Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, let's hope St. Louis can get a win tonight. They have some of the worst GSAX numbers in the league. Both him and Hofer are not looking good. I'm thinking play Bennington based off of his... Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. No, they're gonna pick Bennington. I read your comment wrong. They're gonna pick Bennington. I don't know who else they would pick. Because Sam Montembalt's not that great. Like, I mean, like, my projection, and it's on the channel, my projection of their 3 goalies they're going to pick for Team Canada, Logan Thompson, Aiden Hill, and Bennington. I don't really know who else they would pick. Like, I mean, who else is an option? Skinner? They didn't really got options for goalies. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, it is time for the start of the second period here. First period recap, goals were scored by Michael Amadio and only Michael Amadio, and that was one of two shots that the Ottawa Senators have had here through the first 20 minutes of play. Let's get ready. No, Hellebuck's American. Hellebuck is American. What's up, Zach? How we doing? So let's get ready here for the start of the second period. Again, only two shots from Ottawa in that period. It is nice to be winning through that, but definitely you're going to want more shots on goal for sure. Yeah, Hellebuck's from America. Hellebuck played for Team USA last year. We're talking Canadian goaltenders. Not American, Canadian. And Bennington obviously won last year with Team Canada. Here we go. Second period is underway. Face-off is won at center ice. It's a battle for that puck. It slides out then for Sanderson, who will regroup here in the Ottawa zone. Jake Sanderson now on the right side, thrown out to center. Boston gets it back now on the right side. Ottawa into the zone. A shot saved by Korpisalo. On a shot from Sanderson on the right side. That is Ottawa's third shot of the game. Don't be the Kraken and not shoot the puck. Yeah. Yeah, but Seattle's been good so far this year, so I don't really want to complain about Seattle. Face-off coming here now inside of the Boston zone. One back by the Sens. Sanderson to the front. Batherson shoots it on net, save, and the rebound is kicked back down low to the corner. Banked off the boards there by Boston. Batherson on the right side. Over then for Stützle. Stützle to Zub. Zub drops it back to Sanderson. He can't get a shot on, and now on the right side here, Ottawa trying to move it into the zone. Here's Charlie McAvoy now, throws it behind the net. To the right side as trying to get to that puck is Veal. Up to the point, Zub to the right side. A shot tipped in front. And it'll go back down low behind the net. Pavel Zacha off the board. Trying to bank that one off there as Boston will look to break it out the other way. They will get it. And here they come racing for it. Breaking into the zone offensively is Charlie McAvoy, who will battle for it down low in the corner. Goes back to the right side. Pastrnak picks it up then for Boston. Pasta drops it back. Stützle battling for that puck. Geekie in front. And Kuznetsov can't finish. Here's a shot. See, rebound in front. They score! It's Morgan Geekie. It went off the post. And Geekie has another goal. And we have a tied hockey game. Oh, not Q. Definitely not Q. It starts off of a shot from the point from, I believe that was Andrew Peak. It goes off the post. And Ullmark, I don't think, knew where that puck was. And Morgan Geekie tucked in that rebound. And Boston finds themselves here on the board on their 10th or 11th shot of the game. And we have a tied hockey game here. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate that. And Peak might have scored that goal first. It might have went in. It could be Geekie, could be Peaks, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is a 1-0 lead here for Boston. Around then, down low to the corner behind the net. Now Kuznetsov battling for it. Goes back behind the net. Peak feeds it out to center. To the right side, banking that one into the zone. Geekie, another shot. And a save there by Ullmark. Morgan Geekie has been unbelievable here for the Boston Bruins. He's been a big reason why Boston's been able to pick up a couple of wins here, and they've actually had pretty decent scoring. He's become a really good player here for the Bruins in recent stretches. Pastrnak down low then back for Geekie. He can't fully control that puck. Now Sanderson behind the net. This could turn into a high-scoring game because both these teams love to allow a lot of goals. And both these goalies have not had the greatest save percentages in the world either. Sean Corrali to the right side, cleared all the way back into the Boston zone, and that'll be an icing here against the Bruins. As that one is dumped in, and we'll get a face-off here in the Boston end. So it looks like Morgan Geekie is going to be credited with that goal. Trying to see what the assists are, but NHL.com is not showing that to me. Face-off here in the Boston zone, won by the Sens. It's blown off. And now they'll take a face-off here again in the Boston zone. Potential barn burner. Oh, yeah. Face-off, won by the Bruins. Cleared out to center. Trying to get to that one is Izemont. Picked up then on the right side. Into the zone. Pass in front. And Castellet can't tuck that one in. A good feed there from the right side on Jeannot. Up at the point now, a shot. And that one is denied. Kick back to the right side. Ottawa's got it. They'll bank it out of the zone and back into the Boston end. Zetterlund battling forward alongside Esperot. Castellet banks it off the boards to Izemont in front. It's stolen back then by the Sens. Zetterlund dumps it into the zone. We got a whistle here and a fight in the middle of the center ice. We didn't even see it happen. McDermott and Castellet went at it, and I didn't even see the actual fight itself. We didn't get a camera pan to it. That was over quick. That is Morgan Geekie's 10th goal of the season. Assisted by Peak, makes it a tied hockey game here. We're going to get a 4-on-4. As there was a fight in front, and looks like they called it a 4-on-4 here, is what I see on the NHL.com. Hey, another $5 donut from Dave. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate that. Another $5 donation from the man himself. This guy's single-handedly paying off my bills tonight. So Curtis McDermott and Mark Castellet will head to the box here. And it looks like it's going to be some 4-on-4 action here. Yes, it will be. So they're not getting 5-minute majors. They're only going to get 2-minute minors. And you can change super stickers. Face-off here now in the Boston zone, won by the Bruins. McAvoy will regroup it in his own end. McAvoy being pressured there by Gregg. Backhand through the zone then. Zadorov feeds a pass up. It's intercepted there by the Sens. Taking it in then is Sanderson back down low. He'll battle for that one with McAvoy, trying to poke it ahead. Pinto on the right side, up to the point. Zub over. A shot by Sanderson. Goes up in the air and out of play. Good shot there from the likes of Jake Sanderson. He is one of the few Watch with Nordic players to have an overtime goal. Game 4 of the first round last year when we commentated that game in April of this past year. Puck in the Boston zone. It's Zacha here versus Stutzel. Two number 18s facing off. That is Geekie's first goal in a Watch of Nordic commentary. Zacha now behind the net to Zadorov as Boston tries breaking it out. Zadorov loses an edge, but Boston gets it right back. McAvoy into the zone, tries backhanding that one down low. Pass up then. Here's Stutzel. Tim Stutzel moves it into center. Waits. Stick handles that puck up to the point. Then Zub will wait for it now on the right side. Backhands it off the board. Sanderson. And that unlucky bounce will send Boston back the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Zadorov to Zacha. Pass over then for Izemont. They somehow messed that play up. And now Ottawa moves it the other way. Tim Stutzel will wait with that puck as his team's making a line change. Passes that one back then to Shabbat. Here now through center. Shabbat to Zetterlund. Will break that one into the zone now back behind the net. Fabian Zetterlund to Shabbat. Behind the net. Holds the puck, looks for options. Banked off the boards to the right side. Senators have control, and it's intercepted now. Here they come the other way. It's Fraser Minute into the zone. He's got some room, loses the puck, and now Ottawa moves it back the other way. Zetterlund into the zone. To the right side, holds that puck. Waits. Will drop it back up at the point. Montempalo now through the zone. Into the corner, a shot. And a save there by Korpisalo. What a play there that would have been. Now Boston holds the puck. They're not showing the score bug here on TSN. I cannot see how much time is left and who's leading. End of the 4-on-4 here. Pastrnak feeds a pass up the center into the zone. Kuznetsov with speed, and that one is poke-checked away as he could not hold that puck clearly enough. Kuznetsov then gets it right back. Geekie into the zone. It's intercepted. Now Shane Pinto moves it down the right side. And back into the Boston zone. Throws a pass over, then Pastrnak brings it into the zone. David Pastrnak, pass in front. Intercepted there by the Sens. Claude Giroux will dump that one in. It goes in on Korpisalo. He'll play that puck back over down to the right side. To Pastrnak. Tries banking that one off the boards. Taken back then by Cousins. Cousins over then for Sanderson. 3-on-3 for Ottawa here. Into the zone. Stützle backhands that one down low. Cousins battling for it with Zadorov. McAvoy now on the right side. Feeds that one over. Then it's backhanded off the boards. And here comes Corrali. A shot! And off of the back of the net. As he takes that puck back into the corner. Down low. Jensen. 3-on-2 now for Ottawa. Racing for it the other way. Stützle trying to gain speed on Zadorov. And he takes a heavy hit there into the boards. And he is on top of Stützle. And now the Bruins will move it back the other way. 3-on-2. Janot into the zone. Pass in front then for Corrali. Could not get that one on. Down low here into the corner. McAvoy battling for that puck. It's picked back up then by Batherson on the right side. Shabbat feeds it back then for Jensen. As the Sens will move that one through the zone and dumping it into the Bruins' end. Lindholm battling alongside the likes of Drake Batherson. Arvidsson. A pass over and a big hit there in front by Clevin on Geekie, and the Bruins did not like that as the whistle was blown, and it was pretty much a hit right after the whistle. And typically, I don't know if you guys follow hockey, but that does not go over well when that happens. And they're taking a look at Geekie here with the trainer. It was a hit there off of the bench. We'll go to commercial break here, and we have a tied hockey game at 1 apiece with 12:46 left to go. And they'll take a look at Geekie here. He looks like he is kind of hurting there on the ice, which is not the news that Boston wants to hear. You obviously want to see your player okay, and that was not a great circumstance there. Definitely not. Respect Habs fans. They are definitely go hard when a game is played in their barn. Oh, they are some of the most passionate fans in hockey. They are the most passionate fans in hockey. What's the future hold for the Bruins? It's a good question. I don't really know. Like, this feels like a retool is what they want this to be. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I don't really know. Habs fans are taking over your stadium. That happens. Habs fans love to do such thing. Shots in this game are 12-8 in favor of the Bruins. So the Senators have really started to come back here in this second period. And that's definitely something you want to see for sure. And Jeannot gave a little push there to Clevin. Looks like Geeky is okay. They talked to him there on the bench. He looks like he is still there. Tied hockey game here in TD Garden. Bruins are 0-1 here in commentary streams. Funny because a lot of their games have been on the road. Kastelik dumps that one down low into the Ottawa zone. Sanderson tries to clear that puck. Now Zub on the right side banks that one off the boards. Bruins trying to keep that one in. We got a whistle blown here for offsides. And Giroux going at it here with Mark Kastelik, one of his former teammates. Fun little tidbit here with these goaltenders. You obviously see they have played against each other. But they were also traded for each other. Korpisalo was originally an Ottawa Senator, and Ullmark was originally a Boston Bruin. They were both traded for each other the night of Game 7 of 2024's Cup Finals. I remember that very vividly before we watched one of the craziest hockey games I've ever seen. Shane Pinto now battling on the right side, thrown up to the point. Shot goes back down low into the corner. Sanderson banks that one off the boards. Cleared over then as Pinto tries getting to that puck. Up to the point. Bruins will keep that one in. Asperot then down low behind the net. Back up to the point. Pass over then Jokiharju a shot. And that one deflects off of Ullmark and back to the right side. Asperot now behind the net. Jonathan Asperot throws it up to the point. Bruins have the puck. Minton in front nearly had a chance there. And could not get that one on. Back here on the right side as the Bruins battle for that one alongside Zub. Kastelik in front, a shot! And Geeky nearly had his second of the night. And he threw that one out of play. People that buy season tickets and sell them. Yeah, that definitely happens. I don't know though, you can't really avoid that. People are going to do that. Especially when there's games where like they can't go to and such, like you'll try and sell them. Face off here now in the Ottawa zone, won by the Bruins. Zadorov throws it down low. It's dropped back then. McAvoy pass in front. And Jensen intercepts that one. A good defensive play there. Nearly had Middlestat on the back door wide open. Stützle now on the right side. Jensen banks it off the boards now as Ottawa will dump that one into the zone. Yeah, Habs fans are everywhere. You can't really avoid that. One of the original 6 fan bases garner the most fans. Shabbat now sends a pass up into the zone. 3-on-4 here now. Stützle waits in front, a shot. Save, rebound is stopped there by the pads of Korpisalo, and a good chance from, I think that is Batherson on the right side. Montenpalo will bank that one off the boards then for Ottawa. Here they come the other way. Stützle into the zone. Dumps that one down low. There's no score bug on the TSN clock. Lindholm throws it around back into the Boston zone. Pastrnak gets to it first in the Ottawa end. David Pastrnak being heavily tied up. Tries getting a shot on net. And that one is blocked as Ottawa banks that one out of the zone and back into the Bruins end. Kuznetsov picks up that puck. Back to the right side now through the zone. Peak to Kuznetsov over Pastrnak. A shot. His stick shatters. And he falls on it himself. Back now down low on the right side, up to the point. Zadorov waits. A shot. That one is blocked there as well. Geeky now down low in the corner. Sens trying to clear, and Clevin will get that one back then for Ottawa. Kuznetsov battling forward as well. Zub on the right side. Puck slides out to the neutral zone. Aspera regroups, then Kastelik breaks it into the zone. Mark Kastelik loses an edge as it goes back down into the corner. Now Perron will battle for it on the right side. Kastelik feeds that one up to the point. Zadorov to the right side. A shot! And that one deflects back down low to the corner. Behind the net now, trying to get that one in front. And a big chance there as Jeannot was swiftly denied. Izemont battling for it down low. Gets around Clevin. Mikey Izemont a shot. And that one goes wide. Zadorov at the point. Dekes around Clevin there, a shot, and that one goes wide back down low. Perron banks it off the boards. It'll slide all the way back into the Boston zone. Zadorov feeds a pass forward. And Pasternak trying to bring that one into the zone and gives it over then for Fraser Mitten. Mitten behind the net then Pasternak holds the puck, tries sending a pass in front. And that one is blocked. Lindholm battling for it down low. Now Sanderson fighting alongside Jeannot. He falls down to his feet. So far, the only penalties that have been called were those 2-minute roughing minors against Kastelik and Curtis McDermott. There have been no penalties called otherwise tonight. And sometimes you see games that are like that. It's not fully uncommon. Cousins now to Stützle. Stützle into the zone. Drops it back. And is Jensen a shot save? Rebound is in the pads of Korpisalo. They don't know where the puck is. I think it might be inside of him. In his pads somewhere. Good thing he didn't slide into the net. Otherwise, that can be called a goal. You've seen that happen before. And less than 8 minutes to go here now in the second period. It is a 1-1 hockey game here. I had to exit out of what I was in because it was giving me problems. It's not letting me... It doesn't have a score bug for some weird reason. TSN does not have a score bug, which is so weird. Don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. I'm just going to be honest. But anyway, less than 8 minutes to go here. Shots are 15-9 in favor of the Bruins. Linus Ullmark here put up a respectable performance so far. He has had a very good .933 save percentage tonight so far. Halfway through the second period here. Again, we are doing 2 commentary streams tonight. One of them is the, obviously this game, Senators and Bruins. Then we will be live later tonight for Lightning and Golden Knights. All right, back here for the latter half of the second period in Bruins Senators tonight. And the commentators are talking here. Face-off in the Boston zone, won by the Senators. Kicked around then down low. Cousins battling for that puck. Behind the net then, Kuznetsov picks it up then for Boston. Here they come the other way. Pasternak through the zone to Izemont. Battling for it now down low. Trying to slide that one in front. And he's tied up there by too many bodies. Here come the Sens the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Jensen can't control the puck. And Ottawa will force that one away before it becomes a fatal turnover. Up in the air then, Perron battles for it alongside the likes of Cousins. Senators will get it back, throwing it to center. Cousins to Perron, a pass over, and it's offsides. before anything at all can happen in that sequence. So I can see a score bug here, but the most annoying part is that it's not, the quality is not as good as it is on TSN, which is annoying. Face off here now outside of the Bruins zone. It's one back then by Boston. Zadorov to the right side to McAvoy. It's intercepted there by Ottawa. Playing it back on the right side, Monpalo. Throws it to center. It'll slide into the Ottawa zone, or the Boston zone. Korpisalo now on the right side. Trying to break that one through. Here comes Boston. McAvoy drops it back. A shot saved by Ullmark. And that'll be a penalty. In front as Madden Paulo knocked over Charlie McAvoy, and the ref raised his arm. And the Senators do not like that. It came at the very end of that sequence. And they had a conversation about it. It's going to be a Bruins power play, it appears, here in this second period. At least I think it will be. And it looks like it will be a penalty here. It'll be against Monpalo for a cross-check, and the Bruins will get the first official power play of tonight's game. Boston 2 for 7 in their last 9. It's been a rough go of things here for their power play. They'll get that first unit out there of Arvidsson, Geekie, Zacha, Pastrnak, and McAvoy. Face off here now in the Ottawa zone, won by the Sens. They will clear that one down the other way. Shots are 16-9 here in favor of the Bruins. They have pressured here increasingly on Linus Ullmark, their former goalie. Down to the right side. Down low is Geekie battling for that. Senators get it back. They will bank that one off the boards, and it'll go out of play. And I think the faceoff will come out of will stay in the zone, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it will. Wasn't enough to be a delay of game. Face off here now in the Ottawa zone. Once again, it's going to be Shane Pinto against Zacha. And after a long wait there for the face-off, Ottawa wins the draw. Sanderson to the right side will try and clear that one. It's kept in, though, by Pastrnak on the right side. Try sending that one in front. A shot saved by Ullmark with the pad. A good chance there in front for Arvidsson. Cleared back down low then behind the net. Zacha battling forward alongside Ridley Gregg. They'll battle forward here in the corner. Pastrnak fighting forward as well. Down low, Arvidsson. No yawning, you have another one after this. Don't worry, I'm not tired. McAvoy to Geekie. Geekie to McAvoy here at the point. Halfway through the power play. Arvidsson to Geekie. He'll come into the zone. Down low, Arvidsson waits, shoots it. And that one is blocked. Geekie then another chance. And that one is denied there as well. Arvidsson here waits. Geekie now on the right side. Up to the point, McAvoy to Pastrnak. Down low, in front. Nobody's there. Oh, my goodness. 40 seconds left. On the right side. Back then down low. Pastrnak to Arvidsson, a shot. That was not Pinto without a stick. Will get that puck out. What a play by Shane Pinto. Playing it with his feet. Did some soccer maneuvers there. Here come the Bruins back into the zone. Middlestat, Deeks around. Back then, Pastrnak comes in, waits, Deeks. And a good block there again by Ottawa. On the right side, Lindholm at the point. 10 seconds to go on the power play. At the point, a shot. And another block there from Gregg. And they clear that puck. What a kill by the Senators on that sequence. And they get that done. No shots allowed, but a lot of offensive zone pressure by the Bruins. Kuznetsov on the right side. Back then down low in the corner. Fighting for that then is Izemont. It's thrown back over then. Now Ottawa will rush it back the other way. Banked off the boards there by Jensen. Bruins get it back. Jokiharju will dump that one into the zone. It'll go back to the right side then. Clevin behind the net then for Shabbat. Shabbat throws it to center. It'll go all the way back into the Boston zone. Bank back then off the boards. Bruins have the puck. Jeannot into the zone. Waits. Pass in front. A shot. Save. They score! Sean Kuraly. It's a 2-1 Bruins lead. And my horrible quality could not see that puck. I thought Ullmark made the save, but no. Sean Kuraly with the goal. It's 2-1 Bruins on the 17th shot of the game. What a pass from Tanner Jeannot in front to Kuraly. Shoots that one bar down and out. And Boston has a 2-1 lead here now in the second period. Sorry about that. And Sean Kuraly gets the goal for the Bruins. It's a 2-1 lead. Sorry about that call. I couldn't tell. My screen is so blurry right now. I don't know why. The quality was terrible for the Boston side. Now, I go to the Ottawa side. I don't have a score bug to look at. Here's another chance. Kastelik a shot. And that one is denied there. On the right side to the point. McAvoy back down low. Kastelik in front. Save. Rebound is right there. And Kuraly can't tuck that one in either. At the point, McAvoy trying to deke around there. Cousins getting that puck back. 3-on-3 through the zone now. Zetterlund, big hit there. And two Senators collide with each other. And we have a penalty here against the Bruins, as Kastelik took a rough hit there into the boards. And that resulted in a penalty here against the Bruins, as the Senators will look to get a power play now. Dave with another $5 donation. Dave, you are the man. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Another donation from our boy Dave. Thank you so much. Well, that's 15 today. Jeez. You are awesome, dude. Thank you. So Ottawa will head to the power play here. And they'll get a chance to right the ship. Goal was scored by Kuraly, assisted by Tanner Jeannot. What a shot by Kuraly at that. Gets that one through the likes of Ullmark. And the Bruins lead 2-1. Just want to remind you guys, the Bruins have never won a Watch with Nordic commentary stream. They are one of just a small batch of teams that have never won one. So that's a fun little tidbit there that you can follow. The Bruins are the team that has played the most games. And don't have a win. Yeah, I guess he is. But I appreciate that, Dave. It's always appreciated. He's a good guy. So the Bruins are one of a few teams here to have not won a commentary stream. Those teams are the Bruins, the Blackhawks, the Rangers, and the Blue Jackets and Predators. So there's only a couple of teams there that have not won a commentary stream. And Boston is looking to take themselves off of that list. And we're going to get a power play here for the Ottawa Senators. I thought they did a good job killing off that penalty, but the momentum was in Boston's favor. And Sean Kuraly scores that goal. And you can see the frustration from Travis Green. They panned to him a few times here. Power play now for Ottawa. Boston rushing it down the other way. Shorthanded. Zaka backhands that one down low. Senators will take it back and regroup. Sean Kuraly scored by Jeannot and Peak. That's Peak's second assist of the night. Getting a secondary chance there. Battling forward now down low in the corner. McAvoy throws it in front. Stutzel. Now Ottawa has control. A shot from the point. Save. And Korpisalo will cover that one up. Good save there by Younes Korpisalo. If I'm not mistaken, that is the Senators' 10th shot of the game. As we're only a couple of minutes here through this, or only a couple minutes left here in this second period. Boston's done a really good job at holding Ottawa to the outside, not giving them a lot of opportunities on net, and as a result, they have a 2-1 lead here through 40 minutes of play. Face-off won by the Sens. At the point here now, Cousins waits. Down low then, Gregg battling for it. Now stolen back on the right side, cleared out to center. And the Senators will regroup. Jake Sanderson now here in the Ottawa zone. Sanderson drops it back. Here's Timmy Stu. Moves that one through center. Drops it back to the point. Sanderson on the right side. Looks for options. Stutzel down low. Holding that puck on the right side. Stu to Sanderson. Back to Stu. Comes in. Down low in front. Shot goes back behind the net. Batherson to Sanderson. To Stutzel. Deeks around Mitten. Still kept to the outside though. Batherson to Stutzel. At the point, Sanderson to Stu. Moves it in. Shoots it. Save. Rebound in front there. Is cleared away. But Ottawa still has the puck. Gregg intercepted. And Boston gets that one out. Sanderson. Now to the right side. Ottawa brings it back in. Stutzel with it. Waits. Doing multiple spinorama moves now. Shabbat. Back to Stu. Stu gets around Kuznodinov. Drops it over in front. And Shabbat's there. 10 seconds to go in the power play. A shot from Perron. What a block in front by Peak. And it's cleared by the Bruins. What a block by Andrew Peak, who has been phenomenal. That will do it for the Ottawa power play. Coming here now through center, back into the Ottawa zone. Pinto in front. Giroux can't get control of that puck. Jensen shoots it. And that one goes wide. Here come the Bruins the other way. Kuznodinov backhands that one into the zone. Into the corner now. Jensen fighting forward alongside Corrali as well. On the right side, Bruins. Min backhands it now behind the net. Jensen with that puck to the right side. Shabbat clears it through center. Now Claude Giroux will try and bring that one in. Battling forward alongside Zadorov. Puck is banked off the boards there. Boston gets it back. Dropping it through the zone. Zadorov. Over there then for McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy gets that one then for Boston. Clears it into the Ottawa zone. Tyler Clevin banks that one to center. Amadio down the right side will dump that one into the Boston zone. Battling for it now down low is Yoki Haru. Sends get it back in front. Zetterlund. And they can't get a shot on. My goodness. And that will do it here for the second period. As you can tell, I can't see the clock because there's no score bug on TSN. But that is the end of the second period here. There were 2 goals scored in that period, both from the Bruins. Morgan Geekie and Sean Corrali getting the goals for Boston. It's a 2-1 lead for the Bruins here at the end of 40 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you gotta do. We'll be back for the start of the third period momentarily. Oh. Ugh. So, Bruins have a 1-0 lead here. Let's do a little look around the other games in the NHL currently. There's 2 more games that have started up, Predators and Flyers, and obviously Ducks and Sharks as well. So looking at those games here, you have... I'm sorry, I didn't even exit out of it. Hang on. Looking at those games here so far, Sabres and Blues, 2-0 Blues, leading at the end of 2 periods of play. Devils and Canadiens, 2-1 Devils through 40 minutes of play. Andre Palat picks up a goal. Kirby Dach gets another one, and then Cody Glass scores as well. Wild and Hurricanes, 4-3 Carolina. A little under halfway through the opening period. Capitals and Penguins is 2-0 Pittsburgh. Predators and Flyers, 1-0 Preds. And then Ducks and Stars is 1-0 Stars. There are two other games tonight. Lightning and Golden Knights and Panthers and Kings. We will be live for Lightning and Golden Knights, so stay tuned for that stream here tonight. That should be a fun one here to cover, as those games are always fun, for sure. But again, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a great stream tonight, despite the issues we dealt with earlier. And I've had a good time commentating these streams, and it's always a good time when we do these streams, for sure. So again, Sean Corrali getting that go-ahead goal in that second period, assisted by Tanner Jeannot and Andrew Peeke. Andrew Peeke tonight with 2 assists. So far tonight, he's been very good for the Boston Bruins. Took a good shot block on that Senators power play. You can see the real frustration with Boston for sure. Or not Boston, Ottawa. You can see they're getting upset with the way that they have played. Travis Green does not look happy with the way his team has looked here so far. And that's definitely something that you want to improve upon for sure. Updating the Bruins stat line here. Again, Boston's never won a commentary stream before, so they could join the multiple other teams to have won one. Updating the Watch with Nordic score sheet. All-time score sheet. These are two teams that overall don't have a ton of points when you look at the player stats. Yup, have a good evening, Bond. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Score sheet, don't mind my drool. Yeah. Canada's new Olympic jerseys. Oh, Sam Erson's activated off of IR. Head coach gets so mad for no reason. Well, I mean, his team's not playing good, so I will come to the defense of Travis Green. His team doesn't look good, so you have a right to be mad when your team is not bad. Love the state and score sheets. Yeah, me too. Both goaltenders so far tonight, their stats. Linus Ullmark has stopped 16 of 18, a .889. I don't blame Ullmark, though, at least so far through this game. I don't blame Ullmark so far through this game. Korpisalo's only faced 10 shots. He saved 9 of them. That adds up for a .900 save percentage here so far. So that's also very respectable there as well. Korpisalo playing in his second Watch with Nordic commentary game. Previously had a .827 in the game last year against in the last game he played. Don't know if I'm blind here. No, he's not on this list. Great. All right, we will add him then. Always got extremely mad even if we lost by 1 point. Who? Lindy Ruff? Or Travis? Well, Travis Green was your coach for a little bit, wasn't he? Yeah, Lindy Ruff deserved to be fired. Was not that great for you guys. Just gonna be honest. He was not that pretty, might I say. Green did a good job. Yeah. Average save percentage, like league average, I'd say around like around like a 900. Would be mine, probably. That's what I would say. Ullmark's been very good so far in commentary streams. Again, he has not been that great this season, but to be honest with you, I don't really blame him for the struggles in this game. Overall, he definitely hasn't been good enough. Yeah, I'd say like a 900 is the average. If I'm correct. You can correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure the average is somewhere around like a 900 or something like that. So still in the middle frame here, it is 2-1 in favor of the Boston Bruins. 5 minutes to go here in the intermission, it says. Probably about like 7 or 8 minutes real time. They gave an ovation to Ovechkin. Wow. Gotta get another Penguin stream in here soon for sure. Pizza rolls or bagel bites? Ooh, I am team both. Actually, I don't have pizza rolls that often, so I'll go with pizza rolls. Pizza rolls are like really good to have every once in a while. I never really have them that often, to be honest with you. Never really have them that often. Prefer bagel bites? Yeah, I like both. I haven't had either in forever though. You know what I had today? A chicken sandwich. Me and my girlfriend, like, in her family, found like the same ones that they make with the Chick-fil-A, like the Chick-fil-A sandwich patties or whatever. Oh my god, they're awesome. I always have to have one when we're out there. I was like, I was there before I streamed today just because I had to get my car, get the brakes repaired on my car, and I said to my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, could you make me a chicken sandwich? And being the good girlfriend she is, she did make me one. And that's what I had for dinner. All right, still zamming the ice here in Boston. Haven't had a chicken sandwich in a while. Yeah, they're pretty damn good, must I say. Spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, I do non-spicy. I can do the spicy, but I always do the I always have been known to do the non-spicy. Bruins are up 2-1 at the end of 40 minutes. Dubs for your awesome girlfriend. Oh, yeah, definitely. She's in here sometimes. Yeah, she's great. We've been in a good relationship for almost 2 years now. 2 years and 2 weeks from Saturday, which is crazy. 2 years is wild. Yeah, she's very supportive with the streams. Oh my god, ribs? I haven't had ribs in forever. It's been a long time since I've had ribs. She the one who reads the questions? Yes, she is. Thank you. Wouldn't it be funny if I did a commentary stream? I was like, hey, sorry, I know it's our anniversary, but I think I'm gonna live stream. Nah, you're good. You're good. Still in second intermission, guys. Do I play hockey? Yes, I play deck hockey. Won't be playing for a bit here, though, because I'll be starting with the Royals very soon. All right. We might be ready for the start of the third period here. I thought we had a little bit more time. All right, we are ready for the start of the third period here. Sorry, I didn't realize we were that ready in that amount of time. But I guess we are here. Dennis Leary in the building. Wow. All right, second period recap. The goals were scored by... Every woman would be pretty damn let down if it depends. Would I DoorDash? Yeah, that's true. You got a good point. Second period recap here. The goals were scored by Morgan Geekie and Sean Corrali. They were assisted by Andrew Peak both times. As the Bruins have a 2-1 lead here heading into the third period of play. And let's look forward here to a good final period of the first game of 2 tonight in the commentary streams. So as you can tell here, we are about to get started. They're showing off the Corrali and Geeky goals. Wearing my Rally in the Valley t-shirt. It's not that biased. I got my Phillies hat on. This wasn't the one that I was supposed to wear today. Supposed to wear the ice cream one. I let like a random generator pick what hat I wear. Face-off coming here now at center ice. The third period of Bruins and Senators is underway. It's won back then by the Sens, dumped into the Boston zone. Shots are 18-10 here in favor of the Bruins through 40 minutes of play. Hampus Lindholm now behind the net, throws it back then for Geeky on the right side. Throws it up to center, racing for that one down low. Janot battling forward with Montempalo. Clevin on the right side will hold that one back for Ottawa. Montempalo now on the right side. Drop back through center, banked off the boards and down low into the Boston zone. On the right side here, Sanderson tries sending that one through. Jake Sanderson banks that one off the boards, back into the Bruins end. McAvoy back to Zadorov. The pass is too high. Zetterlund up to the point. Senators keep that one in. McAvoy gets to it, battling alongside Gregg. Zadorov gets it back. He will send a pass out to the neutral zone. And banked off the boards there. Pasternak will backhand that one down low. Ullmark comes out of his net to play it. And we get some pushing and shoving here between Geeky and a few other players. We'll keep playing hockey, though. Korpisalo now on the right side. Banked off the boards. Here come the Bruins the other way. Through the zone. Pass to center. Coming in then to the right side. McAvoy a shot. And that one deflects just wide. It goes in there on Ullmark. He will pick that one up with his glove before anything can go wrong there with 18:29 to go here in the third. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below if you love what you see. I would greatly appreciate that. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We need about 280 through the next 2 months of the year. On the right side here now, it's banked off the boards. Racing for that one quickly is Batherson. As Cousins tried getting to that puck, but the Senators intercept. Arvidsson sends it in front. A shot there from Zacha, blocked off the boards. Goes back around then behind the net. Shabbat thrown to the right side. Batherson trying to get that one through. Bruins get it back. Dump it into the Senators zone. Boston leads 2-1 here through 2 minutes of play in the third. Yokiharu now to the right side. Thrown back up to the point. He has the puck. Moves it down. Pass in front. There's nobody there. And it goes through as trying to battle for that one down low is Geeky. And it's stolen back quickly by Ottawa and cleared into the Bruins zone. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Pastrnak throws to center. Goes back in then to the Ottawa zone. Amadio battling for it now behind the net. Sanderson gets it back then for Ottawa. Senators only have 10 shots here through 40 minutes of play. You can really see that going through a couple of weeks of not playing definitely has an impact on you. Ottawa has gone 5 days since their last game. Jake Sanderson sends a pass over, throws it in front as Ottawa will regroup. It goes back into the Boston zone. The Bruins will hold that puck and wait. McAvoy sends that one to center. Jeannot racing for it now for the Bruins. He has the puck. He loses an edge. Now Clevin centers that one through. Then Cousins as Ottawa looks to break it the other way. Here they come into the zone. Down the right side, Montempalo tried throwing a pass in front. And the Bruins quickly intercept that one. Fraser Minnan will clear that one out to center. Senators get it back. Eller will backhand that one in down low. McAvoy to Peak. Banks it off the boards. It's stolen back then by the Sens. They can't seem to get really much of anything going here. Boston's holding them out of their own zone. And they only have 10 shots on goal. They're lucky to have a goal. Gregg shoots it. And that one goes wide. Jensen keeps that one into the zone. Backhanded down low. Gregg battling for it. Perron will send it back then. Gregg in front. Stutzel fans on the shot. And Boston gets it right back. Arvidsson backhands it the other way. Senators will get it back though. And they're still not able to get shots on. Perron brings it into the zone. Pass over down to the right side. David Perron. Over then in front. Montempalo can't get a chance on there either. Clevin battling forward alongside the likes of Arvidsson. It's kept in though by Ottawa. Shot. And goes up in the air and back down low. Puck goes off the glass and out. Shots are 18-11 here in favor of the Bruins. So the Senators do get another shot. Yeah, I'd be going through withdrawal as well. Not playing for that long has an impact on you. You may think like, oh, it's an advantage. It has a real impact on you. You're rusty. Other teams are more fresh, even though maybe they've played more recently. Some people think like, oh, it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. Jokiharju now feeds a pass over as it's dumped into the Ottawa zone. Sanderson to Zub now battling for it. Pastrnak tried getting that puck. Artem Zub still fighting for it on the right side. Sanderson throws it in front. Here comes Ottawa the other way. Zetterlund moves it into the zone. Pass over. Here's a chance. Giroux shoots that one high in the air. Jensen now on the right side. Back to Cousins. We get a whistle blown here and a penalty. I believe, if I might have seen that the right way. Is it a penalty? Maybe not. Sorry. And a chance there for Drake Batherson. Could not get that shot through Korpisalo. It went just up above him. It is a shot on goal. Sorry, there was no penalty there called. It was a high stick. Looks like it was the play. Face-off will come here now at center ice. It's won by the Sens. Bruins will try and clear. They will get it out, and now they'll regroup here in the Ottawa zone on the right side. Trying to bank that one forward. Racing for it then is Pinto, who will battle for it now in the corner. Bruins get it back on the right side. Cleared out to center. Ottawa steals it back. They will backhand it down low. Now Jokiharju over then for Esperant. Eller Trying to get to that puck. Slid on in front then. Cousins to the right side. Here come the Bruins racing for it the other way and dump back into the Ottawa zone. It will be an icing against the Bruins. Yeah, unless your team's injured, it's not a good thing. I just got to be honest. It's not a good thing. Let's see if TSN brought back their score bug. It doesn't look like it. That's awesome. Face-off here now, won by the Sens on the right side. Stützle feeds it back down low to the corner. Ridley Gregg picks that one up then for Ottawa. On the right side, Clevin. Down low behind the net. Stützle with it. Trying to bank that one into the corner. In front, Gregg, a shot save by Korpisalo with the pad. And cleared down the other way then by Boston. As an icing here against the Bruins. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Face-off is won by the Bruins. Here they come down the right side. Izemont gets held up there by Shabbat. The puck is reclaimed by Ottawa. Sanderson to center. Stützle as the Senators go offsides. Boston gets that puck right back. Coming into the Ottawa zone, battling for it now behind the net. Batherson fighting alongside Peak, and it's cleared out of the zone there by the Senators themselves. Bruins will take it back and regroup in their own end. McAvoy now to the right side. Back down low then into the Ottawa zone. Geekie shoots it, glove save by Ullmark. 2-1 Boston with 12:10 left to go here in the third period. So there's no score bug. My live stream's cutting in and out. Refresh your feed. Or maybe I did just have I might have just had my stream might have just bugged. Because it does say it dropped some frames. So there's no... Oh yeah, it is cutting out. That's weird. Just close out of the stream and then go back into it. I see that problem sometimes. Bruins are a serious team. They've been good. This is a good game they've played so far. They haven't really given Ottawa a lot of opportunities. If you leave and come back, sometimes that's the problem. I've had problems where the audio will cut out. I don't know that because, again, like I only can hear it when I turn up my volume on my phone. But otherwise, I can't tell. So what's worked for me is that if you leave the stream and come back, then the audio will be okay. Just make sure you come back. Just make sure you come back. Don't forget to come back. So as I mentioned, we will be live later tonight for Lightning and Golden Knights. That will be here on the channel as well. So if you're looking to tune into that, be sure to turn on the notification bell. Back, everything is clear. It was the audio. Yeah. Sometimes that problem does appear. All right, face-off coming here in the Ottawa zone. Boston with a 2-1 lead. Yeah, that'll be a good one for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Face-off one here now by the Bruins. Peak on the right side. Sends it back down low then. As Pastrnak battles with Sanderson. Senators get the puck. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Lars Eller into the zone now down the right side. Takes it around then behind the net. Up to the point, it's intercepted as it comes out of the zone. How did they mess that up? Oh, my Lord. Bruins have the puck. Through the zone now. Geeky dumps it into the Boston end. 11 and a half minutes to go. Sanderson clears that one to center. Now Cousins brings that one in. Dylan Cousins down the right side. Holds the puck. Waits. Looks for options here. Drops it back. Shot in front there is tipped away. And now Zetterlund will throw that one down low to the corner. Cousins on the right side. Zetterlund still battling for that puck. It'll come free then. And cleared down the other way then by the Bruins. Senators will keep that one in. Batherson to the right side. A shot. Shabbat. And it goes up in the air and back down low to the corner. Zetterlund moves that one just on the blue line. And we got a whistle here as there's some pushing and shoving in front. It looks like it's going to be a penalty against Ottawa. With 10:51 to go, looks like it's going to be Thomas Shabbat, who will head to the box. And it's 2-1 Bruins here. A power play coming for them, so they will have a chance to make this a 2-goal lead. Power play coming up here for Boston. Shabbat did not like that call. The frustration, you can tell, has really gotten to the Ottawa Senators here. They have struggled throughout this game to get shots on net, play the hockey we know they can play. It's been a rough go of things here for them. You can tell the Travis Green frustration is there as well. Huge kill for Ottawa. Boston has their number one unit out there of Zacha, Geeky, Pastrnak, Arvidsson, and McAvoy. Face-off is won back then down low by the Senators. They will clear it all the way down the other way. Korpisalo cannot come out of his net to play that puck. Taking it back down low then is McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy drops it back. Arvidsson to center. Victor Arvidsson into the zone then for Geeky. It's intercepted and sent down the other way. Then to the right side is Greg. Greg, shorthanded, will skate it back and throw it back into his own team zone as they will regroup with the puck. Pinto moving it in then to the Ottawa zone, or the Boston zone. Shane Pinto with some room in front. Save. Rebound is kicked away there. What a stop. And a whistle is blown. A penalty is coming here now against Boston. And it's going to be a 4-on-4. And a delayed penalty here against the Bruins. A interference call, it looks like. And it'll be a 4-on-4 here for a little bit, followed by a Senators power play. And both those goals were a little bit But regardless, the Senators will get a 4-on-4 here for a bit. And then a small ounce of that will be a power play. And Pavel Zacha is going to be the one that will head to the box for that. It'll be a 4-on-4 opportunity here. Face-off coming now inside of the Boston zone. Kastelik versus Stützle. It's still a 2-1 Bruins lead here. A little bit over halfway through the third period. It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute, followed by a Senators power play for another minute. Sanderson wins the draw on the 4-on-4. Holds that one at the point in the Bruins zone. Drops it back. Jensen on the right side trying to take that one in, and Batherson is tripped, and there is no call. Here come the Bruins now the other way, taking it into the zone. Lindholm moves into the front. Shot saved by Olmec. The rebound is kicked away. At the point, Andrew Peeke keeps that one in. On the right side, Peeke battling forward here now down low. Jensen Gets it back then for Ottawa. Cleared back then to the right side. Here they come is Stützle. Tim Stützle. Around now behind the net. Holds that puck then for Ottawa. Wade shoots it. Saved by Korpisalo. And Zetterlund battling for it. Then he gets the puck stolen away from him. And Fraser Minnan will come back and regroup. That is it for the 4-on-4 now. Ottawa will head on to the power play. McAvoy. Shorthanded here now is Boston. Into the Ottawa zone. Izemont battling for it with Zub. Clevin throws it up to center. Here they come the other way. Zetterlund brings it into center, and he gets poke checked ahead there. And now Ottawa will regroup in their own end. 30 seconds to go on their power play here. Jake Sanderson drops it back. Claude Giroux through the zone. To the right side, Perron. To Giroux. Claude Giroux to the point. Sanderson. Perron shoots it. Save. Rebound. Giroux. What a stop by Korpisalo. Unbelievable. What a play. If Korpisalo even got anything on that. What a play. If so. Chabot now to the right side. Perron to Giroux. Giroux shoots it again. Saved by Korpisalo. The rebound. They score! They're calling it a good goal. The rebound tucks through Korpisalo. It's Claude Giroux's. And the Senators have tied the game. It was a battle right in front. It may have been on the power play, but I thought Korpisalo made the initial save. And you keep getting the offensive zone pressure, you're eventually going to get one. And let's take a look at this one here. It was tipped by Pinto. It slid into the net. So that is a good goal. And we have a tied hockey game here. So Shane Pinto will get that goal. It's a tip in front, it appears. And that one will slide right through. That is Pinto's second goal on a commentary stream. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tied hockey game here. With 8 minutes to go. Down low here now in the Boston zone. Banked off the boards there. Pasternak trying to get that one through. It goes in and back into the Ottawa zone. Artem Zub to Jake Sanderson. Sorry, the stream had a little bit of a laggy point there. It is back, it looks like. Sanderson dumps that one down low. Bruins battling for it now on the right side. Peak sends it down low, intercepted. Pass in front. Cousins couldn't get a shot on. Hampus Lindholm to the right side as Boston will dump that one in down low. Zetterlund waits. Down to the right side. Will backhand that one into the Boston zone. Now Zadorov behind his own net. Nikita Zadorov moves it through the zone. Down now behind the net. Intercepted and picked up there quickly by the Bruins. Jensen throws it back down low. Clevin backhands that one around. With the puck forward. Pasternak gets it back. Over then for McAvoy. Holds it. Pasternak now down low to the corner. Behind the net now is Zub. Jensen sends it forward. He'll dump that one into the Boston zone. Bruins moving it through the zone. Middlestat battling alongside Zacha. Pavel Zacha into the zone. Pass over, deflected in front. And that one goes back down low behind the net. Chabot will pick it back up then for Ottawa. Sends it through the neutral zone. Stützle trying to get to that one. And we get a whistle blown here. And another penalty. Is that a penalty? Never mind. Disregard. Sorry, high sticking. Claude Giroux gets the game-tying goal there from David Perron and Thomas Chabot. Sorry, I thought Shane Pinto tipped that one in front. But it looks like that goal will be credited to Giroux. And it is a 2-2 hockey game here with about 6:19 remaining in the third period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Dave, thank you so much. Another $5 donation. Dave is my freaking boy. I love Dave. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below if you are new and you like what you see here. I would really appreciate that, as we are looking to grow the commentary streams here. We do these weekly, multiple times a week. We got one more stream tonight between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Vegas Golden Knights. So stay tuned for that one later tonight here as well. Just don't look, lol. Do I make money from doing streams? Yes. So I have monetization on. So like the ads that you guys see when you open up the stream, I get money from those. I get money from donations, obviously. Yes. I don't make a lot. Like, it depends on what stream. It depends on how good the streams are doing. I don't make a ton normally, but yeah, I do make money. It's not a lot though, and it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I don't really care about the money, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate the donations. Like, I'm not saying that I don't care about that. I really appreciate it, but it's been fun doing these streams just off of a pure commentating entertainment perspective. Financially, it's been good too, but Claude Giroux, 2 points tonight, just tied Mike Bossy and Joe Nieuwendyk in the all-time scoring lead. That's pretty cool. Face-off one here by the Bruins on the right side. They'll try and rush it down the other way. Chabot trying to clear that one down low. Kastelik to Mitten. A shot. That one goes wide. On the right side now, McAvoy tries throwing a pass in front, then is Mitten. Now Greg battling forward with Chabot. Down low, Fraser Minnan now behind the net here for the Bruins. Battling in the corner with Jake Sanderson. Shots are 20-19 here in favor of the Bruins. So the Senators have really controlled play here through these last few minutes. Yes, the more you watch through the ad, the more money I make. But I would not condone watching a full ad. That's not that fun. Clevin now throws that one to center. Stutzel as it slides into the Boston zone. Andrew Peak clears that puck around. Peak now down low for Lindholm. On the right side, Peak battling forward with Pinto now down low. Amadio fighting forward as well. Shane Pinto clears that one up and out of the zone. Senators will hold the puck. Back here on the right side, racing for that one then is Kuznetsov. Marat Kuznetsov was traded for Justin Brazeau in last year's trade deadline. Pasternak with that one down low, gets tied up there by Clevin. Now Jensen battling forward with Kuznetsov on the right side. Backhanded down low there by Geekie. Behind the net, Jokiharju. Around then down low, Geekie in front. Save there by Ullmark on Jokiharju, and cleared the other way then by Boston. Fantastic stop by Linus Ullmark. And the faceoff will come back into the Ottawa zone. Less than 5 minutes to go here now in the third period. Claude Giroux with the game-tying goal. Makes it a 2-2 hockey game. Faceoff one on the right side by Ottawa. Moving it forward then is Pinto. He'll backhand that one off the boards. Regrouping now with it is Zadorov. McAvoy with the puck. To center. Clears that one into the Ottawa zone. Montemalo behind the net. To Batherson. Fighting alongside McAvoy. Chabot now down low. Oh, thanks, Dave. that's too kind of you. I wouldn't expect you to do that. Into the final 4 minutes here of the third period. Chabot to center. Cousins backhands that one here into the Boston zone. Zadorov now on the right side to McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy behind the net throws that one to center. It goes all the way back into the Ottawa zone, and the Sens regroup. Clevin to Jensen to Eller. Gets held up there now, back down low. Bruins will clear that one out. And back into the Ottawa zone. Tyler Clevin banks it off the boards now. Amadio 3-on-3 as it heads back into the Bruins' end. Asparat battling for that puck. Time is winding down here. Amadio banks that one off the boards back into the Bruins' end. Corrali, who has a goal tonight, clears that one to center. Will go back into the Ottawa zone, and that'll be an icing against the Bruins with 3:09 left to go. So Claude Giroux with the game-tying goal in this third period. It brings us to a tied hockey game here through about 56 minutes of play. 57 minutes of play, actually. Corrali versus Gregg. Face-off is won by the Bruins. Trying to clear that one to center. Battling forward here in the corner on the right side. Stutzel trying to get that one down low. Gregg throws it to the center. Cleared out into the Ottawa zone. Nikita Zadorov now will hold, or Nikita Zadorov. Jake Sanderson now will hold that puck. Puck is dumped back down low into the Ottawa zone. Peak. Over there then, trying to clear that one out of the zone is Janot. Ottawa gets it back. Stutzel, pass in front. Perron doesn't have enough room to the point. A shot! Save. Rebound in front is cleared back down low behind the net. 2.5 minutes to go here now in the third. Ottawa dumps that puck out of play. And it went over the glass. Looks like face-off will come to the neutral zone. Time winding down here in regulation. There's 2 goals apiece here tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. That would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We are just about 280 away. Yeah, Cole Caulfield's been phenomenal for Montreal. Got to do a good game from the Sens. Yeah, definitely. It's been a good game for both sides. It's been a good matchup tonight. Definitely need to do a Montreal stream soon. I think I need to do the Islanders as well. I think I'm doing that on Monday. Islanders and Devils, I think, might be my plan on Monday. I got to get a Matthew Schaefer stream in there. I take it the Devils just won. Yep. So Devils just defeated Montreal in overtime as Josh is going crazy in here. Let's see if this game will go to overtime. 2:20 left to go here in the third period. It's 2-2 in Senators Bruins. Puck is cleared back down low into the Boston zone. Peak now on the right side. Lindholm gets that one back. Cleared out to center. Janot to the front. Deking around then into the zone. A shot! And Fraser Minnan nearly got the game-winning goal there. Here comes Ottawa the other way. Cousins dumps it into the zone. Behind the net as Boston will clear that one out of the zone. It'll stay inside of the Bruins' end with less than 2 minutes to go here now in regulation. Ottawa opened the scoring. It was Amadio. Then Boston tied it and took the lead from Geeky and Corrali. And then here in this third period, Claude Giroux gets the game-tying goal. One of my favorite players of all time. And we have a 2-2 hockey game here with less than 2 minutes to go. A shot from the point. Goes back down low. Jake Sanderson now battling for it on the right side. Zadorov gets it back then for Boston. Nikita Zadorov throws that one to center. Thrown back into the Boston zone now. Zadorov clears that one out to center ice. Yeah, I wanted to do Schaefer here for a while. Looks like that's what we're going to do. Zub. Here waiting for it now in the Ottawa zone. Time is winding down, approaching the last minute of play in regulation. And icing here against the Sens with 1:19 to play. Face-off will come in the Ottawa zone. Face-off is Amadio versus Corrali. Won by the Sens. Here comes Ottawa the other way. It's dumped back into the Boston zone. McAvoy banks it off the boards. Pasternak will try and get it down low. Sanderson steals it back and clears it to center. Last minute of play in the third period. Behind the net now, slides back to the right side. Here come the Senators the other way. Pinto waits. Moves it in with 50 seconds left. Back around then behind the net. Lindholm battling for that puck. Here's Morgan Geeky now with it. Drops it back. 38 seconds left to go. Bruins are taking their time. They might even be waiting for overtime here. Peak. Backhands that one down low. Senators clear that one back into the center ice, and Boston will have to regroup with it once again. 20 seconds to go. Sanderson battling for it now down low on the right side. It's taken back then by Stützle. 4-on-3 the other way. Tim Stützle, 10 seconds left. We'll dump that one in down low. Back to the right side to Zadorov. Giroux in front shot. Goes way up in the air and out of play. Oh my goodness. I would say my favorite player right now is probably Travis Konechny. It was Scott Laughton, and then he got traded too. Of course. 5 seconds left to play here in the third period. We are staring down the barrel of overtime here, folks. We are staring down the barrel. Cousins versus Zacha. Face off in the Boston zone. It's won by the Bruins. Cleared back behind the net. 3 seconds left. Pass in front. And missed shot there. Sanderson a drive. That one's blocked. Rebound. And the buzzer is blown. And we will head to extra time, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime here in Boston. Shots are 21-20 in favor of the Boston Bruins. Who's going to win? I don't know, man. Drop your overtime predictions in the comment section down below. Drop your OT predictions. We're going to go to commercial break real quick, and then we will get ready for the start of overtime. The Bruins have never had an overtime game in a commentary stream. The Senators have. That goal was scored by Jake Sanderson in Game 4 of last year's playoffs. That's the only overtime winner we've seen from the Senators and a Watch with Nordic commentary stream. Drop your goal predictions here. Who's going to win this one? Who's going to score the game-winning goal, the overtime-winning goal? Ottawa takes it. Boston takes it. Who's scoring the goal? Who's scoring the game-winning goal? Cutter Gauthier scored again. Oh, my God. It is bonus hockey. You're right, Dave. It is bonus hockey. Who doesn't love overtime? Geeky to Pasta. The most active I've seen a Nordic stream. You always come in, in terms of comments, yeah. We've had a lot of people in chat before, but a lot of people like to just listen and watch the game and listen to the commentary. All right. Here we go. It's almost overtime here, as they're showing off the game-tying goal from Claude Giroux. Should I pull on Boston or stay in? I'd stay in. Stay in. You got to believe, man. You got to believe. All right, overtime here from TD Garden. It's Pinto, Stützle, and Batherson against Kastelik. Faceoff is won by the Bruins. Kick back into the Boston zone. Charlie McAvoy with the puck. Drops it back then for Pastrnak. To Zacha. Pavel Zacha into the zone. Pastrnak with some room. Dekes around. Can't get a shot on a Sanderson. Holds him off. On the right side now, McAvoy comes out of the zone now to regroup. Boston with the puck. David Pastrnak drops it back to Zacha. Behind the net. Zacha to Pastrnak. Waits. Holds it. Can't get a clear shot on. Will circle back around to the right side. Intercepted there by Sanderson. Bruins get it back. McAvoy now waits. To Pastrnak through center. Senators aren't giving them that much room. David Pastrnak holds the puck. Still has it in the zone to the right side. Zacha to Pastrnak. Shoots it. Saved by Ullmark. Ottawa gets it right back here. Stützle into the zone now. 2-on-1. Stützle moves to the front. Can't get a shot on as Fraser Minnan breaks him up. Stützle still has the puck though. Throws that one to center. Cousins with some room. Can't get the shot on as Kuznetsov knocks him down to the ground. And here comes the Bruins the other way. It's Hampus Lindholm through the zone to pass to Minnan. Minnan in front. And that one's intercepted there as well. Here come the Sens now the other way. It's Batherson 2-on-1 with Cousins. Cousins in front. He couldn't complete the pass. He was two behind. Batherson now a shot. And that one goes wide there as well. And Ottawa will come back and regroup. Drake Batherson moves it into the zone. Dekes around. Chabot shot. Saved by Korpisalo. Thomas Chabot left wide open. And Korpisalo makes the save. What a stop. And Boston had a ton of possession there and could not get a shot on. And what a play there by Batherson. I don't even know. Yeah, he did intend to slide that one to Chabot. And Korpisalo made the save regardless. Face off here now in the Boston zone. Won by the Sens. Sanderson shoots the one down low. Pinto in front of backhand. And that one goes wide. Morgan Geeky now on the right side. Banks that one off the boards. Boston trying to move it down the other way. Casey Middlestat held up in his own zone. Gives that one back then to Geeky. On the right side, Bruins will hold that puck in their own zone. Morgan Geeky brings it in. Pass over Zadorov, a shot off of Ullmark and behind the net. Geeky gets it back. Zadorov in front. And that one is denied. And the Bruins will end up clearing that one all the way back down to their own zone. That's a smart play there because you can tell that they were going to be able to get that one through anyway. Pastrnak moves it through center to Zacha. Zacha drops it back to the point. McAvoy, as they get their first unit back out there again. Pastrnak holds the puck. He'll drag it back out to center. 2 minutes to go here in the overtime. Charlie McAvoy brings it into the zone. Pass over. Pastrnak in front to Zacha. And that one is denied. These Senators are tired. Zacha holds the puck. Pastrnak waits. Will end up dropping it back into the Boston zone. They're taking their sweet time here. With 1:38 left to go here in the overtime frame. Long pass there for Lindholm. Boston's had control the majority of this OT. Minnan shoots it, and that one is blocked in front. The rebound is kicked back behind the net. Fraser Minnan down low. Waits. Pass over then for Lindholm. On the right side, they'll battle for it here down low. Lindholm. Bruins will take it out of the zone. That's the smart play there. Take your time. Heading into the last minute of play in the overtime frame. Fraser Minnan moves that one to center. Here he comes to the right side. Will hold that puck, refrain, and wait. McAvoy to Geeky. 2-on-1. Pasternak in front. Saved by Ullmark. He had plenty of room on that. We get a whistle blown with 42 seconds left. And I think there's a penalty coming here. I might be wrong. I looked at it. I don't know if there is. Yes, there is. It's a power play for the Bruins. Here in overtime. 42 seconds left. And the Bruins, for the rest of this overtime, will have a chance to win the hockey game. As Ridley Gregg will go to the box for what looks like a tripping call on David Pasternak. And it's going to be a 4-on-3. And the Bruins will call a timeout here to rejuvenate and regroup and evaluate their options. It's a 4-on-3. If there's a penalty, it's a 4-on-3. Or 5-on-3, depending on how many penalties there are. Good game, bro. Yeah, it's been a good game so far. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, I would love if you would subscribe. Down below, we live for Lightning and Golden Knights just after this one. So be sure to stick around. We'll end this stream and start another one. Face-off will come here in the Ottawa zone. 42 seconds left in overtime. Pinto versus Zacha. Boston on the power play. The face-off is won by the Sens. Sanderson kicks that one down low. He's tied up. The whistle is blown. A penalty against Boston. Just like that, we are back to even strength. It's going to be, what would that be, 3-on-3 or 4-on-4? And Morgan Geeky takes a penalty here now. 2 minutes for tripping there as well. And that Boston power play is short-lived, as we'll go back to 3-on-3. Okay, we are back to 3-on-3 here in overtime, so you can forget that power play. The face-off will come here now into the Boston zone. Zacha will face off against Shane Pinto. Face off. Suspenseful. Face off is won by the Sens at the point. A shot from Sanderson. Save. Rebound from Pinto. Could not get the shot on. Cleared back down to the right side. McAvoy trying to rush that one through. Stutzel gets it back. He's tied up there. And now Boston moves it back the other way. 2-on-2. McAvoy into the zone. Back then for Zacha. And they blow it dead for offsides. Oh, my Lord. 22 seconds left now. Shutout win for the Blues. 3-0 over the Sabres. Nice. Blues needed that win for sure. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Boston here in this overtime frame. They have controlled play in the shooting department and overall. Face-off now here will come outside of the Ottawa zone. It's a TV timeout. They are clearing the ice currently Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We'll be live later tonight for Lightning and Golden Knights. Local radio's missing out. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I do what I can. I would love to do radio. I love to do like a color commentary too. .22 seconds left here in the overtime frame. Faceoff will come outside of the Ottawa zone. It's Pinto versus Zacha once again. The faceoff is won by the Bruins. McAvoy brings that one into the zone. 20 seconds left. McAvoy moves it to center. Waits. In front. Zacha shoots it just wide. He was tied up in front. Could not get the shot on. 10 seconds left. McAvoy waits in front. Zacha save. Rebound. They score! Good night, Boston. Pavel Zacha overtime winner. The rebound pass, Linus Ullmark. And the Bruins win. With 10 seconds left in overtime, Pavel Zacha tucks the rebound past Linus Ullmark. A frustrating game for the Ottawa Senators, but Charlie McAvoy, keeping the resilience, moves that one down the right side in front there, and Zacha tucks in the rebound. And the Bruins win that one 3-2 in overtime. Is your final score. Okay, we got about 10 minutes here until the start of Lightning and Bruins. So I'm going to wrap this stream up here and get ready for the next one. Thank you all so much for tuning into this one. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe down below if you are new. I would really appreciate it. And that being said, folks, we will be right back in just a few minutes for Lightning and